Welcome back, everybody. The hype is real. The hype is insane. Twitch sent 4 notifications, showed you 17 ads, and now I'm here after a month of not streaming. I'm finally back. Thank you, T. Drayson, for the lovely sub.
Yeah.
16 months, TD, oh my gosh. Who is Marty, though? It's always a good day when Marty streams. Do you mean Marty as in the dog? Marty? Welcome to you, Rugmat. Welcome to you, Steffi. Congrats on being first, Rugmat. Although I say congrats, it's not a big achievement anymore. I'm a martyr, Steffi. And I know that you meant Maddie, TD. It's okay. It probably auto-corrected from Back to the Future Marty. Oh, do you write a lot about Back to the Future? Is that like... do you text a lot about Marty from Back to the Future, that it always recommends Marty instead of Maddie? Because you should be texting about me on your phone so that your phone learns to automatically correct to Maddie instead of Marty. That would be sensible. All of your mid-journey prompts? Oh boy. Well. Chat, I don't remember how to stream anymore. Texts about the true Matt. Dr. Dynamite, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how to stream anymore. It's one of those things where it's like you do something for a really long time. Oh no. I see that chat has gone ham on Thor's hammer again. T. Drayson has struck Yoast with Thor's hammer. Yikes. Well, when you want to learn, teach me again. I shall teach you again, Dr. Dynamite. How to stream. By showing you all the things not to do while streaming today. Basically, it's been a pretty eventful month, not gonna lie. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in the last month, and that's an interesting background. A lot has happened in the last month, and it's very hard to summarize everything. But I will attempt to catch you all up as quickly as possible so that we can get into some programming stuff. I'm a little bit torn, actually. Chad, I think I need your help. Life go brrr, indeed. Wow, no Marty McFly backgrounds. Oh, you know why, Steffi? Because it's not copyright free. Pexels is only copyright free. But maybe something like DeLorean something? I don't know. Einstein. That's also sure. I think these lights are too bright, chat. I'm sorry, 1 second. I got new lights, actually, from Elgato. It's the only thing I allowed myself to purchase in the last 3 months? 3 months, yeah. So in the last 3 months, I allowed myself to make one purchase, which were the Elgato key lights. Keylight Airs, the smaller ones, because they were like 40% off. Yost, what did I do? I'm old. Be nice. I don't understand all this newfangled stuff. What are you talking about, Yost? Back to the Future? Did I move my setup? No, I did not move my setup. But my setup is exactly the same as it was a month ago when I last streamed. What's interesting is I thought about... Oh, you got Thor hammered. Well, Yost, you got Thor hammered, which is basically just randomized chat. It just selected you. But basically, OBS, like, I didn't touch anything around streaming for a month. I wanted to do a lot. I wanted to... Oh my gosh. Ruckmat. What have you done? Oh, it's too short. I said I would increase the duration, didn't I? I wrote it down. But I was just, as I just said, I didn't do anything for a month. For a lot of reasons. Yeah, I know it's still 10 seconds. I did write it down, though. I promise. I wrote it down in my Miro board of endless stream ideas. The thing is that... Oh no! I love that you tried to hit a bot and missed. That's very funny. See, because Dr. Dynamite, it doesn't work on bots. See, the trick, the smart thing to do is become a bot. Then you never get hit by Thor's hammer. That's the smart thing. Oh, I'm upside down! Oh no! I'm upside down. So I said instrumental pretzel. This sounds like it has lyrics in it to me. You know? That sounds like it has lyrics to me. So anyway, yeah, log into 10 accounts. That's even better, Yost. Then you have 1 in 10 chance of getting Thor hammered, rather than putting all on one account. You also accumulate 10 times the channel points that way. And you'll boost my viewership stats too. So that's good. Not saying to view bot, I'm saying if you have 10 Twitch accounts, Twitch allows you to have 10 accounts. They don't do anything about that. So if you want to have 10 Twitch accounts, go ahead. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna say anything about that. Anyway, yeah. So why did I suddenly stop streaming and drop off the face of the planet? I got COVID. After 2.5 years of not getting COVID, being around tons of people who did get COVID, and yeah, and avoiding it at probably hundreds of occasions, I finally got COVID. As I told you all, the last time I was streaming was Friday, a week after our hackathon. And that's where I started to, I had a tickle in my throat on that Friday night while I was doing Data Cafe, and I kept clearing my throat. I kept drinking water and everything. I just thought it was from talking a lot because I had had a lot of meetings and stuff. But I woke up Saturday morning, the next day. I went to bed Friday evening after stream. I was fine, really. I didn't feel bad or anything. And I woke up Saturday morning and I honestly felt like I'd been hit by a bus. It was so sudden and so out of nowhere, like completely left field. And I was out for like 2 days. I could barely do anything. My skin hurt. Like I had like just a whole battery of stuff and I just felt awful. And then Monday came around, Monday, Tuesday, and it was just like spin the wheel for symptoms. Every morning I would spin the wheel and see what symptom I would get. And I'd wake up with, you know, fever one day, and then the next day I'd have like cold sweats, and the next day after that I'd have like stomach ache, and then the next day I'd have a headache, and it went like that for like a week. And then the following Friday, basically a week after that last stream, I woke up and I felt quite normal, actually. But still not 100%. Very tired still. Sleeping a lot. Really sleeping a lot. Like, I normally sleep somewhere between 5 to 7 hours. Bless you, Rugman. Oh dear.
Ow, that stings. Isn't there a lighter setting?
Yeah, but we need to blast this virus off you, buddy.
Yeah, and basically, I was sleeping... Normally, I'm a person who sleeps like 5 to 7 hours, and I'm okay with that. I was sleeping like 13, 14 hours. And yeah, it is very positive of the story that I didn't actually get hit by a bus. That's very true, TD. Yes. We can always count ourselves lucky when we don't get hit by a bus. Though here, honestly, it's more likely to get hit by a tram than a bus. Being in Zurich, there's just way more trams than buses. So it's more likely to be hit by a tram, and that's going to hurt way more than a bus, I think. Hello, Mr. Yan. Hello, friend. I think a tram would hurt more than a bus. I don't have any evidence for that, but I feel like it would hurt more. I mean, they're equally hard, but I don't know. Feels like a tram would hurt more. Anyway, so the point was, for a long time after that, for about a week or so after that, I was still sleeping 12, 13 hours and feeling tired. And slowly but surely, after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I finally felt somewhat normal again. My sleep schedule is still all over the place, but that's more due to being completely unemployed, which I'll get to in a moment. And not due to the COVID in that sense. So I do feel 100% now. I feel grateful to have recovered. I'm very glad to have made a full recovery. I know 1 in 5 people suffer from some kind of long-term consequences. And as Joost said, like, COVID can affect your ability to make jokes, and fortunately, I'm also not affected by that. That would have been very serious, definitely. So I'm glad, Joost, that you were also unaffected by that. Steffi, please don't go out and get hit by a bus or a tram. Yeah, no, so I'm glad that I made a full recovery. Very glad. The timing was obviously very poor, but what can I say? It was not the worst timing that could have happened. Let's put it that way. Maybe I needed a bit of a break. I don't know. My partner said maybe I needed a bit of a break. It was a forced break, if you will. Mr. Yan, Switzerland is #1 on my list of countries I want to revisit. So you've been here before. When were you here, Mr. Yan? And where were you when you visited? Did you visit Zurich, Basel, Lucerne, Bern, Interlaken? There's like tons of places to visit here. I mean, everything is technically visitable. Thank you, Dr. Dynamite. I could never make jokes to begin with. I know, it's not a surprise. It's a common misconception that people should not make someone else's story about them. Oh, interesting. Are you trying to steal my story? Ha! But you can't steal the next one. I'm unemployed. Try and top that, Joost. I know that you're not unemployed, so you can't steal that one. Yeah, so basically I got COVID probably 2 weeks or so after we started job hunting. If you're not aware, I had my own startup. And it didn't work out. So we went back to job hunting. And And sorry, 1 second. I realized I don't have something open. And yeah, so I was job hunting for a week or two, and I'd only just started really. I'd only really just started applying to roles. And yeah, I got the Covies. So that was a bit unfortunate. However, the timing wasn't the worst it could have been, as I said, because the week following that first horrible week of COVID, I was hosting an event. I don't know if I've ever really talked about this so much on stream. I help run a non-profit organization here in Switzerland called Analytics Camp. So analyticscamp.ch. Basically, Analytics Camp is a unconference format. So it's like bar camp or any of those, if you've heard about them before. And basically, the format is that you go into this event without any predefined speakers or topics. You just get a collection of people into one place, and they all share knowledge through sessions that come about organically. So in the beginning, you do a kind of session, like a planning session for 40, 45 minutes or so. And you kind of see who wants to present something. Maybe someone wants to start a discussion group. Someone wants to come with a problem they're working on, and people like crowdsource to solve it. We've had puppet shows, music shows, like sock puppets. We've had all kinds of cool stuff, card games, basically anything that involves sharing knowledge around analytics, in UX as well, marketing, etc. Anything that's like data affiliated, let's say. And yeah, two data analysts enter, one leaves. And yeah, no, it's very much a like sort of collaborative event. Anyway, so we were hosting our first event of the year. Due to COVID, we shut things down for about 2 years, and now we had our first event of the year and last for this year, unfortunately. And yeah, we had a sponsor and everything. It was really cool. And yeah, the event went really smoothly. I was still feeling a bit weakish from COVID, but I had help. Like also our sponsor, they had tons of people from their team there, and they helped us clean up afterwards, which was amazing. Like they totally didn't need to do that, and they helped anyway. And it was a great time. We had about 45 people or so show up, which was around the number that we wanted. Meetup, we had the event on Meetup, and we know that Meetup has like a 50% no-show rate. So we advertised like 80 spots. Oh my gosh, Exegete. 14 months. Look at all these OGs in chat. Exegete, thank you very much for resubscribing. I appreciate that a lot. It's been great. It's been so great having time off, but I miss Twitch a lot. I really miss Twitch a lot. It was weird not being on Twitch. I also wasn't really on Twitch. I wasn't watching streams for a long time. You wrote a SQL query today for your WordPress website. It included right joins but not left joins. You know what I should say to that, TD, but I won't say it. Mr. Yan, it's been 7 or 8 years, but I biked along the Rhine River from headwaters to the sea. Wow, that's quite a bike tour. That's nice. Rhine is really nice. Really, really nice. Get out of here, right join. If I ever find out who you are, right join, your days are numbered. Anyway, like a good SQL query, your days are numbered. It's probably Rugmat. But the thing is, right? Rugmat can neither confirm nor deny. Right join is the best join. Yeah. So yeah, we had the event, and the event went really well. And then I crashed again. for another couple days. And at the same time, I was applying to jobs, and a very interesting offer came up. And
like and subscribe. Bye.
I see Exegete has found one of the new memes. Like all right joins, it'll always think it has more days than it does. Yes, there are new memes, Rockman, in case you're listening. So the job that came up wasn't full-time. There's a cooldown, Rockman. As you know, there's always a cooldown. On ones that are triggered by chat randomly, there's always a longer cooldown on those anyway.
Garbage.
There's an upgraded version of Garbage, which I'm very happy about, by the way. And yeah, the job wasn't a full-time thing.
Get out here and eat this garbage.
Trash. Yeah, I love trash. Yum, yum, trash.
Hell yeah, I love that little guy.
I like how you're finding all the words for garbage. That's super creative. Super garbage, rubbish, trash, super garbage, refuse, refuse. Oh, that's funny because that could be both. That could be both. Yeah, so it's like a dream job. Let's put it that way. I can't talk about it. This is the thing. I can't talk about the company that offered it to me. I can't talk about what I'm working on. I am working on something. It's part-time. I'm working on something really cool. Really, like, it's probably one of the most coolest things I've done in the last 2 years. Easily. Maybe 3 years or 4 years. And the outcome will be very... Does it involve the pop? You mean the Pope? Sorry, pop was in the word. That's why it came up. It is not minimenu. That's something else, which I will talk about. It is data analytics related. It's really cool. It's... Anyway, the point is, very soon, very soon, you will see the outcome of what we've been doing. I've been working on it for about a month or so now. Together with, together with someone from the business. So you will hear and see about the outcome very soon. Hopefully this week. If not this week, latest next. And I'm very excited about that. Let's just say you should be watching my... Let's just say you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's put it that way. That's the easiest. And I won't say anything more about that. So yeah, which leads me to the topic of unemployment. To catch you all up. New job Data Cafe. There will be a Data Cafe episode on Friday this week. Will it be on Patreon? I will pre-announce whatever it is on Patreon before it goes live, yes. It will get pre-announced on Patreon. Are you not here, Steffi, on Friday? Where are you? What are you doing? What are you doing that you're not here? Plot twist, it's a CSS analysis for FCC. Getting wasted. Okay, that's a plan. Thanks for the bit, Rugmat. 1 second. I have to change something. This is a bit weird. Okay, why isn't this working? Oh, there it went. Okay.
Who's that Pokemon?
Pikachu. Disappointing. Wait, so... Oh, it's your Christmas party.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, SQLite. Nice. No new Pokemon, unfortunately. There's still only 9 Pokemon in there. Unfortunately.
Garbage goober, get out here and eat this garbage.
Trash. Yeah, I love trash. Yum, yum, trash.
Hell yeah,
wanna
I
eat
love that little
trash.
guy.
I love it. It's so funny. So, where did I leave off, chat? You see, I'm not good at streaming anymore. I don't remember what streaming is like. Streaming is like stream of consciousness, but you're trying to organize it so it doesn't sound bad. You know? Something like, I don't know. Yeah, like stream of consciousness, but you don't want to sound like a complete buffoon. That's basically what live streaming is. Unemployment, thank you. Jobless. So yeah, apart from the part-time project, I've been looking for a full-time role, obviously. I've been looking for a full-time role. Something that I really care about. And this is the biggest problem, chat. I was very honest with the company. One company where I wanted to work there. I went through a extended interview process. We had 2 interviews, a technical assessment. Yes, it was in SQL, and yes, I passed with flying colors. It was far too easy. And I was too honest with them. I was too honest with them because I told them that their mission is basically to sell more stuff. And that's not crazy motivating for me. I want to do something very impactful. Thank you. Like popping balloons. I want to do something impactful and good for the planet. And yeah, that just wasn't super aligned with their goals. Whiteboard SQL binary sort. No, it wasn't that bad. We will have an ad though playing for those of you who aren't subbed. Some of you are not, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I was too honest. I was too honest because I told them that, but I also said them being... I'm sorry, Steffi. Right, Steffi's not subbed. I keep forgetting that. Okay, this color is terrible. This color is terrible. Why does it look so washed out? That's weird. Let's try something, chat. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Oh. Could also do like that. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Does this look better? There's no light on my face anymore. Oh, hello. Ah, damn. That's my car. Parked in that spot again. It's so close to the door. I can't help myself. I don't want to walk when I go shopping. So that's... Oh. Okay, I could turn these lights down to 3%. Interesting. Oh, Exy, what are you doing? Oh, I see, because I can set brightness. Ah, okay. That's why. That's better. Okay, okay. Okay. Sorry, chat. I was just playing with the lights. Don't support Twitch's crazy ad plans. You got a single 5-second ad for Cheetos. Okay. Exy, thanks for... what kind of background is this? Who did this? Who put a background with sunspots? You mean freckles? Thank you for gifting a sub to Steffi, Exy. Appreciate it. So, can someone please change the background? It's weird to look at. I'm sorry. It's just a bit strange. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it.
Garbage.
Thank you. Much better. So I was basically too honest with this company, who told me effectively afterwards that I was too honest, that they took another candidate because they felt that that candidate was more motivated to join the company. The thing is that in terms of qualifications, so I found out who the other candidate is. Don't ask how I did that. But in terms of qualifications, they are implementing a tool.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
It wasn't for Twitter. And no, these backgrounds are generated by Pexels, Mr. Yan. So you can go to pexels.com and you can get all of these photos, in theory. They're all copyright free. Having them generated by DALL-E could be cool, but I think it's too slow still. If you would like to have a DALL-E generated image, there is a redemption for it. AI art prompt costs 1,212 redeems. Where's the Rhine? I don't know, is that the Rhine? I can't tell. Could be. Although I see a bridge in the background, I'm not sure that's the Rhine. Yeah, so basically I found out who the other candidate is, and because of what they're doing and the tool that they're using, I know that I am uniquely qualified in Switzerland to be basically the only person here who is an expert at it. Because of like the unique combination of what it is. And yeah, so that really... It doesn't work. Oh, it does work, it's just really slow. Ah! That really takes me back to like 2 weeks ago when I was rejected. No, that was last Friday. Last Friday is when I was rejected, which is why I was not streaming on Friday, because I was upset. I was upset because I was honest with the company, and then they told me no. Which is okay. Retool. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't used it, Yost, but I've heard of it. Thank you, Exy, for redeeming vintage. So basically, I was honest with the company, and now my policy is I won't be honest with any company ever again. No, obviously. I was maybe too honest or too upfront. I don't know. Maybe I should have been more cautious in a way. I don't know. I don't have any regrets though, because ultimately they've taken my decision for me. You know, like I wanted to be in a position to look at the job offer and be like, oh, you know, compared to like the other offer that I get, like have two offers and then be like, oh, well, this company isn't as mission driven as this company for me. So I want to tell them no. And that's maybe that's a bit pompous and maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. But things happen for a reason. Things happen that they're the way they're supposed to happen. And so ultimately, I'm not going to be working there, and that's okay. I have one offer, hopefully outstanding.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Sounds like you put your personal priorities over your short-term profit. I think that's good. That's a pretty good assessment of that, Exegete. I basically said, I don't want to just cash grab. Because if that had been my case from the beginning, although I have to come back to that in a second. I will loop back to that. Let's circle back on that, Exegete. To close that first thing, Basically, oh look, the money's falling on the trees. Yeah, I have one process outstanding at the moment that I'm very, very far along. I've done 2 interviews with them and a technical assessment. And so I'm hoping to hear back from them this week, hopefully tomorrow, with an offer. If they make me an offer, I'm signing. There's no question. Assuming that the conditions are reasonable, which they probably will be. So that's closing that off. Please, hey Siri, please remind Maddie to talk about his cash grab in 5 minutes. No, I'm going to talk about the cash grab now, because actually, I was talking about this with my partner, Miss Two Shoes, earlier. And so what happened was, to be very fully transparent with all of you as well, working for your own business in Switzerland, like starting your own business here, your own startup, working for yourself, as it were, making an employment contract with yourself, puts yourself in the situation that if things don't work out, you are not entitled to unemployment. Which is surprising, but also not surprising, if that makes sense. Thanks for the vibes, Dynamite. We originally had assumed that by doing everything by the book, meaning we founded a company, we took away the liability from us as people and put it onto a company, right? A corporate structure that assumes responsibility for whatever happens during the business, and then making employment contracts with ourselves, effectively signing our own employment contract, right? We assume by doing that by the book, we would be entitled to unemployment compensation here. However, there is a law here that we overlooked, which is if you hold any kind of position of influence in the company, like higher decision making, so you're on the board or you're C-level employee, which we were, then you're not entitled to unemployment. It's basically to prevent abuse of the system. What that meant, though, was when we decided end of October to retroactively cancel our contracts for the end of September to avoid going into debt with the company, we effectively just moved the debt from our company situation to our personal situation because we couldn't pay ourselves a salary anymore. So I've been missing out a salary since October. So October, November, and now December so far. I'm not pulling a salary. Now, I'm not the type of person to say plan for everything and have like a safety net and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not the type of person to say don't plan any time and have zero savings. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I didn't expect to be in a situation where the government basically says, social welfare basically says, no. Like zero. I didn't expect that to happen. So financially, it's pretty uncomfortable at the moment. Not gonna lie about that. I live in an expensive country where we have rent to pay. Rent is like $3,000 a month. On top of all the other costs. I mean, I was living at a different pace before. I scaled that down to go work on my own startup. I took a huge hit financially this year in terms of salary working for the startup. I made more personal investments because the salary was so low and I didn't sacrifice everything. Like I still have a car and things like that. And yeah, so you can't completely eliminate all of your costs in one go. Even if you want to slim down, there are just things that take time. And yes, Fractal, it is messed up because under all circumstances, I would be eligible. I've been paying in Social Security for 10 years here while I've been working under the assumption that someday, if I need it, I can withdraw it. That's the whole point of paying into a system like that. And to be told that basically, oh, well, you hold a position of power in your startup entity that has less than $500 in the bank account, Swiss francs, less than 500 Swiss francs in the bank account and has no outstanding contracts. It's like yeah, you should have put your company into debt, because then you would have been entitled to debt collection payments as employees. It's like, so you're just encouraging people to do bad business. You're basically encouraging people to run their business into the ground and build up debt, which is bad for the economy. This is just fundamentally not a good thing to encourage. So it's not, for me, it's not a solid business practice, and it's not in any way, honestly, it's not in any way to your advantage to found a company here in Switzerland.
Garbage.
Yeah. It's complete garbage. You might as well do a $50 Hong Kong company online and operate with that here, because it gives you zero advantage. Or, you know, make a shell corporation. Lil Rascals Gaming EDA, thank you for the follow. You might as well make like a shell corporation that's like the mother company, and then have like a daughter company underneath under which you're employed, or however you want to get around that. Basically doing anything by the book here, they just slap you with it and say, you should have known better, it's your business. It's like, what? Sorry. It's like stifling innovation. That's the problem. It's stifling innovation, because anyone who asks me now here, and I'm very connected in the startup world, I've been in this world for like 9 years before finally pulling the trigger on my own startup, right? Anyone asks me now, I'm gonna tell them don't do it. Don't found here. Don't found your business here. I'm gonna tell them to do it somewhere else. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy at all for the economy here. That's the whole point of having businesses here. Means they pay taxes here, means they make contributions here to jobs, etc., right? So yeah, that's not cool and very unfortunate. So if I had known, so about the cash grab, if I had known that when we decided end of October to cancel our contracts, that I wasn't going to get 1 cent from the government, or 1 Ruppen as they're called. So you have 100 Ruppen in 1 Swiss franc. But the smallest coin you can get here is 5 Ruppen. We don't have ones or 2s or whatever, or 3s. Anyway, if I had known that, then I might have changed my attitude for job searching in the beginning. I don't know if I would have applied to companies and just done a cash grab. I don't know that. I don't know if I want to compromise my morals. Like, would I have gone to work for a gambling company? No, definitely not. Or like a gun exporter or something like that. No. Although analysis of bullets from weapons also is kind of fascinating in a physics kind of way. But I just think like I might have changed my strategy having that knowledge. This all sounds rather American. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse for knowing all millions of pages of tax law. And in this case, it's unemployment law, which is even more complicated. What's funny, Exegete, is so I contacted my legal insurance. We have legal insurance here. It's quite common to have it. Costs like $400 a year. It's totally worth it. It's paid for itself like X times over already. And it's like, okay, so we're supposed to willingly put ourselves in debt, knowing that we can't pay our own salaries. It's our own company. Willingly putting ourselves into debt is against the law. Doing something where you have prior knowledge that you're going to go into debt, like we knew we didn't have any revenue, we knew we didn't have any traction, continuing to operate the business with employees would be negligent. So we would open ourselves up to potentially a lawsuit because it's negligent. So in the eyes of the government, they want you to be negligent and put your company into debt rather than do the smart thing and cancel your employees' contracts and have them go and get, unemployment, right? And yeah, the guy from the legal insurance was saying that this is not the first time that they've had this conversation with someone. It's come up in the past, and it's something that's obviously trying to be changed on political level to make it easier for startups here. Unfortunately, social insurance, their whole their whole spiel is saving money. The last thing they want to do is pay out more. So there's no real incentive for them to increase this and or change this law, which really sucks. Fractal, I have to bring this message up. It's a bit long. Hold on one second. My partner has said he has learned so many bizarre things over the course of starting his company and then converting it to a C Corp. It is all learnings for the future, as messed up as they are. That's right, Fractal. It's all learnings for the future. And they are messed up, but they're learnings. They're learnings, and I take them with me. It's part of my suitcase of knowledge that I carry. I take it with me to whatever things I do next. But for sure, it's a weird kind of vibe to like not be supported by the system that you were so much relying on in case your business didn't work out. And it's not an encouraging thing to think about, that the next time I go to think about trying something, I know there's no safety net, so I have to construct a way that I can benefit from that safety net, and that might change the way I approach the whole entrepreneurship or startup topic, which is sad to think about. It's sad to think about that. A threnny? I mean, I've never heard of a 3-cent coin. I've never heard of a 3-cent coin. Are there any countries that have 3-cent coins? Or like three denomination of their current main currency? Like hundredths? I don't know. That's a nice background, by the way. Law is not ethical. See also law. Do you feel like you have a good network of fellow founders? My partner feels that all the people in the local networks are just clueless. No one knows any of the stuff he's having to learn trial by fire. Oh, okay. Our network is really good of fellow founders. And I would say we know so many people in the network, but then again, we've never really discussed failure in that level of detail. Like we've discussed failures and pretty openly, like this whole, F up nights, right? I won't say the F word, try not to swear on stream, but these F up nights that I've been to, now I would like to go speak at one of them probably. I've met many people who've talked about failure quite openly here, which is cool. I think that's a great thing to talk about failure because it's learning opportunity, right? I don't think we should belittle people who've failed at all. I think we should lift them up and celebrate them for trying, because it takes incredible courage to do what we did. It's incredibly difficult. It's the hardest thing that I ever did in my life. And yeah, I think with those people, we never really talked about the details of failure around administration, We never really got into the nitty gritty, like, oh, were you employed with your own company? And then did you, like we never talked about that. We always talked about failure in the context of like, oh, why weren't you able to build traction for the business? Or, oh, how was your runway so low, etc., etc. Are you going to discuss how bad the social security stuff is with them now? So in an F-up night, I will definitely talk about that. In Switzerland specifically, like on an online one, maybe not, but in a Swiss specific setting, I would have no hesitation to talking about that as a mistake and saying, do your homework beforehand, that there is a safety net for you if you need it.
What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but their flag is a big plus.
The flag is a big plus. It's also square, which is, I think, one of only 2 countries in the world that have a square flag. If you look at the emote, welcome in, Surly. If you look at the emote for Switzerland, the emoji, sorry, if you type flag CH into your flag thingy, you'll see that the flag for Switzerland is square. Now, if you have Mac, you have like the little emote picker. Although there's probably one on Windows too, right? There's probably one on Windows. Do you mind sharing for... Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm actually going to pin this. Unpin after 5 minutes. That's cool. Okay. There is one on Windows. Lovely. Yeah, so we have a square flag. Oh, but it doesn't have flags? What? Doesn't have flags? Good to see you again, Surly Dev, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you back. So, tips for founders. What's your TTS engine called? I tried using on Clarkio's TTS. I'm using the one from Isaiah Creatis bot. I'm using Isaiah's TTS. It is the best one. There's no question. It's the best free one there is. I did my research. Clarkio probably uses a different one. What is that, Steffi? It's too small. What is that? I use as an Azure. Flag of Nepal. That's tiny. Why is it so small? Why is it so tiny? So Fractal asked, do you mind sharing tips for how you deal with the pressure and stress as a founder? Well, as a former founder, because I'm not a founder anymore. I may be a founder again soon, but for the moment, I'm not a founder anymore. Oh, I will tell you what happened to our business in a second as well. The national flag of Nepal is the world's only non-rectangular flag that acts as both the state flag and civil flag. Okay. Well, the Swiss flag is square. So, I don't know. Maybe there's like a thing about that. I don't know, Rugman. I'm not like a flag expert. Isn't there like a thing, wasn't it? Big Bang Theory? Isn't like Sheldon like a... well, square is rectangular. It just happens to have even sides, no? Fun with flags. Thank you, Steffi. Ooh, good land, Surly. Yeah, let everybody drop. Let's see if we can drop and hit stuff. I'm gonna drop like Noob does. Drop, 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 drop! That's how Noob drops. So tips as a former founder. Dealing with pressure and stress. Honestly, Fractal, and anybody else who's interested, the number one thing is finding your personal outlets. What do I mean by that? I mean that... I have to stop the music for a sec. What I mean is that stress is kind of like electricity that flows in through your body, and you need to have a way for you to direct that electricity out of your body. And for everyone, it's different things. Like for me, live streaming, gaming, motorbiking, doing like hand worky type things, like doing stuff, building stuff with wood, cooking, going out to eat, like those are all electricity outlets. The holes in the wall? No, not the holes in the wall. Don't stick your fingers in the hole in the wall. People talk about work-life balance, but this, for me, it's not the same thing. With a startup, the pressure is so intense that those outlets become really, really important. Like critical to not being electrocuted. I think in a traditional job, where the responsibility for the survival of the business is not on your shoulders, I think it's not as intense. There's definitely current flowing, but I think you can survive by letting it charge up and build up a little bit inside you. I'm making an analogy to electricity, but I'm not telling you that you're a battery, just to be very clear. Founder stress is next level because you are responsible for the survival of the business and you care about it deeply. And that's not necessarily the case when you're working for somebody else. You're working for yourself. Oh, with tiny hands. It's true. I forgot the tiny hands. They're over there. And you're responsible for people. That's right. Ultimately, when you get to that stage where you start hiring others, you feel responsible for them. And so...
Garbage goober! Get out here and eat this garbage!
Having...
Trash! Yeah, I love trash! Yum, yum, trash!
Hell yeah, I love that little guy.
Having those outlets and knowing what they are for you are important. And the second thing is making time for them, right? Just because you know that you de-stress by cooking a lot doesn't mean that you're gonna do it.
Subscribe. Bye.
Garbage.
Just because you know doesn't mean you're gonna do it. You have to commit to understanding that you cannot do everything. You have to understand that. You cannot do everything.
We'll do it live.
You do it live, even if you do it live.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yeah, so I think those are the two main things. Those are definitely the two main things.
And Secretary Cardona,
Well, Fractal,
Mayor Bowser,
there's a
and
framework,
Chancellor
okay?
You know, thank you for joining us as well.
There's a framework. The framework is basically called Eisenhower's matrix. It's that classic four, let me show it. Okay? I think I've showed it before. I've probably showed it before on stream.
Put my faith in data, information. Ones and zeros never lie.
It's basically this. But in a founder scenario, there's very often no one else to do it for you. So everything goes to delete instead. Like basically this red box doesn't really exist. So you just go either do, decide, or delete. There isn't really a delegate as a founder. Unless you have employees, then you can delegate. But yeah, it basically goes directly from green, everything being urgent and important, and if it's not, it just gets chucked. So yeah. And you have to be insanely brutal because your time is limited. You cannot do everything. And there's a law, there's a psychological phenomenon. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. Time will fill the deadline psychology. Let me tell you about this. Parkinson's law, okay? This is a great adage. Oh my gosh, seriously, Wikipedia. Work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. And this is basically the death of founders. If you do not set deadlines that are short, if you give yourself too long for something, you'll spend too much time on something, and then the other stuff becomes less efficient because you don't have time to do it. It's the ultimate form of procrastination as a root. Exactly, Steffi. So yeah, I made a clip of a streamer in real life on Saturday. Okay. We can watch that. Why not? We can watch it. If it plays. Does it play? Oh, sorry, that's a tweet. That's a tweet. Is it safe for work? That wasn't a watch link. Oh. I know who this is.
All these things you need to do but not enough time to do it. If someone asks you to do something, it doesn't make you get all excited and go, hell yeah, say no. Yeah, one of the things that one of the productivity YouTubers I said recently actually was essentially, and it's probably, to be fair, probably got the idea from someone else, but this idea of hell yeah, Basically, if you've got all these things you need to do but not enough time to do it, someone asks you to do something, it doesn't make you get all excited and go, hell yeah, say no.
Good, very good strategy. Oh! Mmm. Tasty. So if it doesn't make you say, hell yeah. Oh, the ad came on at the wrong time. Sorry, Dino. Sorry about that. Oh, we're already on the memes. Very rude, Steffi. Very rude. Sorry, Exegete, very rude. But 90 million, like, timing that is a thing. I want to time it, by the way. I want to time 90 million lumens that you can blind me, because now my Elgato lights, they can actually flash too. So you should be able to see me get blinded at the same time. Directly after pitch black Twitter, yeah, that's true. Twitter in dark mode. So my final thing, Fractal, would be about this topic, about founder stress and everything, is the support network. So you have your outlets, you have like the things that work for you. One of those things might be, I don't know, swimming or doing sports or something like that. But, oh, there's still an ad in progress. I should be waiting. Twitch wants to get Cheetos. Another ad break. Single 5-second Cheeto ad. So Fractal, as I was saying, the support network is the third thing. So the first thing was understanding that stress is like, it is like unmanageable. Like you need those outlets. The second thing is knowing that you can't do everything and being brutal about kicking things out that aren't hell yeah exciting or good for the business. And 3, making time for your support network. So obviously the outlets are important, but you need people in your life that understand what you're going through, whether that's your significant other, whether that's your co-founders, whether that's a professional like therapist, psychologist. That support network is really important because you have to talk to people about the struggle that you're going through. Some people want to talk more, some people want to talk less, but you need to talk about it that's like a necessary outlet almost to, you know, go through and talk through the level of difficulty it is for you, like reaching decisions or tackling something that you previously were, I don't know, really nervous about, or firing someone for the first time. I mean, these are things that require you to really talk it through with someone because it's hard. It's really hard. Fortunately, I didn't have to fire anyone except myself. So that was possibly the hardest thing, but at least I didn't have to have that talk with someone else. We hired one person during the time that we were running, which was cool. He was great to work with, made a great decision. And our contract came to a natural end. Like he did the things that we wanted him to do. And then he was a student, and then he naturally left. So we didn't have to have that conversation with him. But yeah, those 3 things, finding those outlets to redirect that stress current, knowing that you can't do everything, really being harsh about delegation and cutting things, and having that support network of people around you that understand what you're going through. Other founders are great for that. Founder support is really good because they know what it's like, but they also have very little time, like you. So it is good to talk with other founders, but they're often quite stressed as well, and they can rile you up a little bit. So it is good to talk to others outside of founding scene as well. Maybe ex-founders who are now working corporate jobs or are investors or whatever, who aren't in a situation that's that stressful, or late stage founders who've already founded something that's running really well, where they don't have that day-to-day stress anymore. That's those types of people in that group, I think. Yeah. posers. Yeah. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those, Fractal, unfortunately. There's a lot of people out there who want to fake it till they make it kind of thing. They just talk a big game. They talk about a lot of things that they know, but ultimately it comes down to execution. That's what it comes down to. If you can't have a track record to prove that you've done anything of value, then anything you say basically is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have any value. The lifestyle and the image is cool, but you also don't have any money. Like, if you have trust fund parents and you can start a startup, then you're not a startup founder. I'm sorry. Then you're giving a chance to try out a new business for your parents, on your parents' funding. That's not the same thing. They're two separate things. Fortunately, that doesn't happen very often. Fortunately. But yeah, financially, what is interesting is we have found a buyer for our corporate entity, which is a good thing because it means that actually we might get a little bit of cash out of it. Ultimately, the business is worth something purely as a legal entity here. Being incorporated, having the documents already done, having gone through all the, having gone through all the motions and legal proceedings and all that is very valuable to people outside of that world who don't want to go through that, or who need the speed that they want to start something really fast. Yeah, so that's kind of good for me if we can exit that way. Obviously, the investors aren't going to get much. We're not going to get much out of it, but it's better than zero. It's better than liquidating the company completely. It's better than having nothing. So yeah, that looks like it might go through this or next week. So that's good. I think my partner was only able to make his match because CEO's rich family pitched in. Look, I mean, I'm not saying that wealthy families can't contribute, but there are certain founders who are just, they're just flat out riding some kind of finance wave from their parents with little to no oversight how that money's being used. And that's not the same thing as doing a FFF, Friends, Family and Fools, as they call it, funding round. That's not the same thing. Would your rich parents bailing you out be private security? Maybe. Lil Rascals Gaming. Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on, incredibly flexible, and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. Well, wow. See, Rascal, the problem is you claim to be fast, but it took you ages. You followed 27 minutes ago and you only wrote in chat now? That's very disappointing to me. Also, your domain doesn't represent anything about what you're offering. Doge Hype has literally nothing to do with streaming. People won't connect the two. So from a marketing standpoint, you could be doing a lot more to build your brand. And thirdly, your message is crafted in such a way that doesn't really tell me the value that you're bringing. You haven't talked about any real thing that you can bring that I couldn't get doing on my own. Like, why should I even use your service? Also, you are most definitely banned because you're coming in here and you're probably a bot, to be fair, but you're coming in here, you're following the channel, and your first message is promotional.
Like
so,
and subscribe. Bye.
Goodbye. Plus, people can't click the link. Oh yeah, that's very true. You didn't even spell it. You didn't even put a hyperlink properly. So yeah. Maybe they just give you a dog. Maybe. maybe. Anyway, so Fractal, I'm glad you asked that. Was a bit of a side quest, I'll admit now. Was a bit of a side quest. But, yeah. How the hell are bots posting in here? My bots can't play drop, but someone can sell Doge hype? Yeah. You're welcome, Fractal. You're welcome. As always, yeah, verified phone numbers are on, but it's obviously a verified one. It's obviously a verified phone number account, which, I mean, they can do that, right? They can use it. That's why it took them 27 minutes to write the first message, you know? If someone came in promising more followers with a link to the SPCA, I'd let them stay. Yeah, I agree, Exegy. If you promote your materials with dogs or animals, that's a safe bet. I don't have a phone number linked. You refuse to do that. Ah, yeah, Fractal. So I won't go through the security settings to show you them because then people know how to get around them. But it has to do with follower age, and phone verification and stuff like that. There's like a combination of things. So if you have one of the things, it might circumvent the other based on age and stuff like that. Not your actual age, like follow age. One of your digital friends is named after your cat. Does that work? That would probably work. Yeah. So to summarize, I got COVID. I'm still unemployed. Looking for a job, hoping to get an offer this week. I'm working part-time on a cool project where we have a video coming out, hopefully this week. Maybe next, but hopefully this week. I am running out of money. We hopefully sold the startup and corporate entity. And now I need to update my website. Doja Cat? I need to update my website because I'm going to be teaching in January, and I have to provide a new bio, and I have to update my bio because it's old. It says I'm a founder, which I'm not. So I was thinking, let's go update my website. That's code, right? That's Visual Studio Code. So why not? I like the website, but all things must change. Yeah. But basically, I mean, Visual Studio Code. Basically, we got to update the website. I'm thinking just textual changes for the moment. I'm not thinking of doing anything crazy for now. I don't really have the time because there's another project to work on today. Move the website to Bridgetown. What the heck is Bridgetown? What is Bridgetown? I've been redoing mine with Astro. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. So what's the website look like? Oh, yeah. Also, meme of the week. Meme of the day, excuse me. So talk about slow. Maddie Two Shoes, do you want to get tons of cats and dogs viewing your Twitch channel in an instant? I can offer you a limited time deal of just a handshake, and I shall bring them all to your channel. Visit drdynamiteisawesome.com. Interesting. Oh, Bridgetown is a Ruby static site generator. I already have experience with Jekyll, so I probably wouldn't use Bridgetown. To be honest. Just because I have experience with Jekyll. But you know how I am. I do things that are a bit strange sometimes. You will need to do 12 hours of CSS on FCC before changing your layout. Yeah, that's probably true. Not wrong about that. Meme of the day, chat. Are you ready? I think Rugmat surfaced it earlier. It's a right join meme, of course. Right join memes are amazing. The market safe meme is kind of classic now. It's gotten to the point where it's pretty nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I quite like it. I tried to use Jekyll once. I did not have enough web background to figure it out. I want to try again. The thing I like about Jekyll was the use of liquid. The templating language. It's similar to Jinja, if you know that. And honestly, it was really cool. It was really, really cool. Okay. So I've updated my background because the lights were annoying me. Totally biased. Fresh.dino.dev. Us dinos have to band together before we disappear off this earth. Oh my gosh. That sounds savage. Okay, well that was the meme of the day. You're welcome. If you'd like it, just use !motd, meme of the day. So this is what my website looks like right now. I need to move myself, excuse me. Over here. This is what my website looks like right now. Right, Join, what have you done? What have you done? What is this? No! What is this? Why? Why is half the image cut off? What is happening here? Okay. What's going on? It's annoying or not interesting. I'm in this photo and I don't like it. I think it shouldn't be on Facebook. It's spam. You're definitely in this photo, right, Join? Did you report it? That's the question. Did you report it on Facebook? That's actually funny. That's great. Good job, right, Join? So this is what my website looks like today. It's okay. I don't love it anymore, to be honest with you. But it works, you know? It works, and to be fair, I have like so much going on at the moment that I'm not gonna like make massive changes. What I do need to change is like, I need to change text stuff because it's just wrong. So this counts as a programming stream. I'm in the right category. No one complained that they haven't seen code today. Okay, so the homepage, index.html. I'm a data person and former startup founder. This is a branding question. Does it make sense to like... Does it make sense to talk about this when my startup was not successful? That's the real problem. Like, is it question... Where should I put myself? Ooh, maybe I could be in the middle. Maybe I could be in the middle? No, that doesn't work. Oh, here is okay. That's fine. I don't want to be in the thing. Switch to just chatting. There's no code. Yeah, nice try, Steffi. There's already code on the screen. Can't you see? Anyway. Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, does it make sense to talk about failure that openly? Put your camera above the photo on the website. Oh, so you mean, like, align my camera? Like this. Just block out the website photo because it's more accurate. That makes sense. It is more up to date. You're right. So, okay. I think it's okay to talk about failure like this, to be honest. I don't think it's so bad. Former startup founder. But the F should be small. Talking about failure in public would give you more credence. It's okay. I think it's okay. Who am I? Although it may be a philosophical question, I failed to figure out my sanity and astrobug this past weekend. Okay. So this has to be updated. You need a section where you describe your former startup. Yeah. Here. So I would have to... Crap. Now I can't use S anymore. Maybe it needs a new subpage? Maybe we need a new subpage. I have a side projects page. Oh, I have to correct that too. Hold on. That's a good point while we're here. For my former startup.
We're going outside!
Former projects go outside. Challenge. Change those paragraphs so that the shoes is used as the first letters of the first 5 paragraphs. Do we have more than 5 paragraphs? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm game for that. I'm game for that, Surly. Okay, so we have to do everything as shoes. No, it works. Shoes. Shoes is 5. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha, yeah. Streaming is the last one. Okay, so 2 shoes. But how can you make a title of 2? That's challenging. Okay, let's go down. Okay. But yeah, okay. I know, but I'm just saying what kind of title fits that, you know? Can I word wrap here? View word wrap. Who am I? Thank you, Steffi. Okay, so instead of skill, we have to do something that starts with 2. 2.
Like and subscribe. Bye!
I once sent a holiday request to a team leader once that said, I would like to book a holiday next Monday. There is no one else off. Everything is documented and up to date. This sounds like a long story, Surly. Together, skills, history, opportunities, experience, stream. Oh. Okay. Hold on a second. That's pretty impressive. Oh no, what happened here? Go away. But the email spelled out. Something. Ah, but so it's spelled out interview. You would like to book a holiday next Monday. There's no one else off. Everything is documented up to date. Oh, that's great. So basically you were subtly telling your manager that you were going for an interview without actually writing interview. 5shot 97. How are you doing? That's a very good question. And you know what? I shall answer this for you. Five shot. You're new here, so welcome. I have a sign for you. It's coming to welcome you to the stream. This hi sign blinks because it's the first time that you've written in my chat. So thank you for coming. I hope that you enjoy the stream. And if you don't mind letting me know how you found the stream, that would be really interesting for me because I like to figure out how people are finding my content. So yeah, welcome. Enjoy the blinking hi sign and we will see each other very, very soon. Together. No, it's very good, XG. No, it's very, very good. So yeah, 5-shot, doing fine, thank you. I'm just redesigning my personal website because I'm unemployed. Together. I need to note it somewhere. I'm gonna put it in a notepad. I'm gonna put it in a notepad so I don't forget it, XCG. Because it was good. Together. See? I'm gonna put it over here so I don't forget. Together, skills, history, opportunities, experience, streaming. Well, I might have to like rearrange them, but I could definitely rearrange them. Another streamer, I'm going to try and remember the name. Did you leave or did they let you go? Great question, 5. It was my own startup. So technically, both. I left and they also let me go. How many sequel puns will the new site have? I actually haven't focused on that until now, Yoast. But now that you say that, I feel like I should write a lot of them. That's a good point. Now that you say that. Okay, so together, skills, history, opportunities, experience, and streaming. Let's see what we can put together. My work here is done. I'm thinking about starting to stream myself learning data science. 5-shot, I only have one thing to say to that. Do it. 100%. Yo, submit your query plan so I can see exactly how it executed, because I don't think it was very efficient. That's just my gut feeling. Okay, so this first chapter is going to be history. More streamers the better, 5-shot. And also 5-shot, what's even better than more streamers is more data streamers. That's amazing. That's definitely good. Okay, so history. For over 10 years, I've worked with 50 plus companies to create tracking concepts, oversee and work on analytics implementations, build reporting stacks, and perform analysis of data for different business use cases. You don't want to explain yourself. No, you just use explain as explain the SQL command. You can just use explain to get the query plan. The last few years I have been in the fintech, no, I don't want to say that. In the SaaS industry. It's not an industry itself though, is it? The past few years I have been learning Oh, so you already knew about it, Yoast? I'm sorry. It didn't come through. You didn't explain yourself properly. I have been embedded deeper into SaaS and additionally finding ways to operationalize data for different teams. This was actually good as stakeholders. Oh, sorry, there's an ad coming up. I'm just rewriting this text for now. It's not super exciting. Currently, so I shouldn't write anything about currently. because I'm not anything. Or I could just say, currently I am seeking new opportunities. A new full-time opportunity after leaving my startup. Shutting down my startup. You have to capitalize your code if you want a data scientist to get it. I don't want to explain myself. True. That would help. You have a boss fight with Astro. Okay, so history is going to be the third position. But I don't know which one is going to be second yet. This is some weird indentation. What's happening here? I feel like this is not aligned properly, is it? Oh no, it is. Okay. So that's 1, 2, third position. Uh-oh, I think I forgot a div. Yep, I forgot a div somewhere. You got Cheetos again, did you, Rugmat? Wow, again? That's really... It's kind of crazy. Oh, wait a second. I copied something wrong. That's why. I copied the features wrap when I shouldn't have.
Wow.
Oh, that solves my styling problem. Huh. Oh, look, there's an ad. Almost a year since rigged? Oh my gosh. I have to announce something about that afterwards. I'm trying to decide between 2 Coursera courses on SQL database admin and not sure which one to do. Would you be interested in taking a look? You can send them over and then I can look at them afterwards. Or 5shot, actually the best thing would be you could join our Discord. You could join our team's Discord server, and then you could make a post in Tech General, and I could look at them there and comment there. That would be the easiest, because then everyone else would see it too. That would be amazing. So I don't mind this layout now. I changed something? If you don't mind joining a Discord server, 5shot. I personally don't like joining new Discord, so I totally understand like if you don't want to join more, but it's cool if you want to do it that way. Do I get more views by watching myself? That could be interesting. I actually think...
Why?
Aw, Yost, thank you for gifting 5shot. That's awesome. That's very nice of you. Okay, so I did something. I broke something, to be fair. I definitely broke something. But, yeah. Thank you, Yost, for... Oh, subbing with Prime. That is very appreciated. Yeah, Prime is great. I broke something, but I'm not sure how I did. I think it's because of this div. Used up all your sub budget on 5shot. That's okay. You don't need to subscribe, ever. Because I think there's something weird about features header text center. But I actually prefer it this way. That's the funny thing. I actually prefer it because Salma said it wasn't good. What the heck is this? Scorecard research. Is Twitch sideloading stuff in my page? Is Twitch like sideloading stuff through their JavaScript? That's interesting. Yeah, it was through the iframe, wasn't it? Where's the... Can I do the trace on that thing? I want to see where it comes from. What are they trying to capture here? Oh, look! My stream title. Definitely Twitch. Gaming? Gaming? Does this look like gaming to you, Twitch? What kind of bullshit is this? I'm not gaming, I'm programming. Oh my gosh. Absolute garbage. Total garbage. Alright, so fine. I actually prefer it this way. This is actually nicer. So whatever I did to break it actually fixed my problem. I mean, this is all good. There's no errors here. There's just changes, which is fine. No problem. Okay. So, history is the third one. Startup school history. Okay, so startup. Okay, so this is what we're referencing, okay? This is two shoes. So if I write like this, maybe the joke will be more obvious. So history's out. We have history now. Now we just have to talk about together. That fits for the startup. I just don't know if I want that at the beginning. Surly, this challenge is tough. It's really tough. I actually prefer doing everything with S. I actually prefer using S everywhere. It's too complicated for now. I want to do something else afterwards, so I'm gonna keep it as S. What was it before? What was it before? Skill. Startup. School self. Okay. So this is the first one. It's the container. 1, 2, 3. This one. No, not that way. I used the wrong key combination. No. Why can't I get the right? Keep it for the big relaunch. Yeah, totally. Two, 3. Maybe there was something unique about that first div. I don't know. No. Okay, so it was called skill. Oh yeah, I can see it in the SVG name. So we've got skill, startup, school. Oh, wait a second. Why is there another one in there? Okay. Interesting. That shouldn't be in there. I think it's pronounced sequel. Oh, really? You think? Skill, startup, school, self, side projects, streaming. SQL. How do you pronounce SQL? Or SQL? Or squeal, as my current favorite is. Okay, this is long enough. Startup. SQL. Okay, Steffi pronounces it SQL. Should we do a poll? Now I can't write startup. Now I have to write... I'm gonna move this to... What is a acronym for failure with acronym? What is a synonym for failure with S?
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Yay, I finally caught the stream online. Hey, 4X. Good to see you. Shutdown. Thank you, Rockmat. Shutdown is good. Just ask ChatGPT. Stuffed it up. I've recently heard Scheisse. I recently heard someone pronounce git as jit again. Then I'm very sorry for your ears. I'm gonna write sunken ship. I actually like shutdown. I actually kind of like shutdown. SOS. But I'm gonna move it down the page. The site actually had sinking ship on it. I've been using one word except for side projects. But yeah, side projects is kind of a hyphenated one. I actually think shutdown is okay. No entry for Schweiz? No. Schweizer! Cook eat. Cook eat was an online peer-to-peer marketplace for home-cooked meals. Together with my ex-co-founder, Ella, we were Schweizer. We were trying to solve a problem for over 65% of the population, finding something healthy, inexpensive to eat nearby without cooking for yourself. We shut down our startup in September 2022.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
I mean, technically, she is still your co-founder. Oh, yeah, that's true. Together with my co-founder. Cookie was the idea of... Let's make it more concrete. This is also very small to read. Wow, the wrapping here is just amazing. Like, what's going on? I can't even, like... This is such a... How do people type by only seeing 7 letters? Like Primogen. He only sees, like, half of his code at a time. I don't understand how people do that. How do I zoom out? Appearance. Zoom out. Control minus. This is fine. I know you can't really read it so well. We were trying to solve a problem for over 65%. Slap a rel, no follow, no refer in the LinkedIn links. Oh yeah, thank you. I missed that one. Thank you. For over 65% of the population, finding something healthy, inexpensive to eat nearby without cooking for yourself. We shut down our startup in October 2022 due to lack of traction. Chill, Exathor! Welcome! Welcome back to stream. So nice to see you again, Chill Exathor. Okay. Skill. Shutdown.
If you didn't want to play, then why'd you
I should move this down. That's too high up. Too high up in terms of position. Where should I put it? School, self, above side projects, probably. Or last? Before streaming, then. Before streaming.
Why?
Why the no follow, no refer? Because you don't want to give LinkedIn more info than they deserve? Yeah, it's just unnecessary. It's just not necessary. LinkedIn is already a beta kraken. It might sound weird, but the other day I wanted to ping you to see how are you, because I haven't seen you, and now you're online. Wee! Chill. That's... Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Somebody wrote me about 10 days ago. A good friend of mine asking how I was doing, and it made my day. It totally made my day. It was such a great highlight. It took that person all of 12 seconds to write that message. It's just a short message, but it made a huge difference. It made a huge difference. My mental state took such a hit the last month. Like getting COVID was one thing, but like so many rejections from jobs that I'm qualified for, and I really started to feel like a fraud. Like properly, you know? And at some point I picked myself up and said, these companies rejecting me off the bat, and I objectively fulfill the criteria of the job ad, right? And them rejecting me off the bat, I basically came to the realization that they don't deserve me. I'm too good. I'm too qualified. I bring so much value to the table, and they don't understand that, and so they don't deserve it. It's that simple. It's like companies that make you jump through tons of hoops to apply. I just don't apply. I simply don't apply to the job. Because if they're making you jump through those hoops, you know, like, if they're making you jump through those hoops, why are they doing that? Are they trying to test you? Are they trying to, like, filter out something? And I think that's just not a good approach. Not a good approach. Thanks for the vibes, Chillaxothor. I saw your Patreon update about COVID and was going to check in, but then I remembered I have ADHD and I played video games for 6 hours. Yep, that happens. I played a lot of video games while I had COVID too. We'll try harder next time you have COVID and are unemployed. Those two things happening again at the same time are highly unlikely. I hope. I really hope. Forex, yeah, I was in the stream. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was a little bit upset that I didn't put in a project. I didn't put in a talk for that. But look, maybe next year. Maybe next year. I don't know. I wish I had known about it a bit earlier. I didn't realize it was happening until it was kind of too late for me to enter something. All right, so
What's that smell? Failure.
Unfortunately, that is the smell of failure. I applied for a job once where they had me use a website to record a video of me answering questions to a camera. The next time another company tried to get me to do that, I told the agent no. I said if they can't be arsed with even a simple phone screen interview, then I don't want to work for them, and they failed the interview process with me. That's interesting, Surly Dev. I've done that in the past too, and actually now I would agree with you on that too. If they can't even take the time to meet me online, electronically, which is already like a massive time gain for them. Doing a 30-minute online interview is huge compared to what it used to cost them to have you come into the office and do a full 45, 1 hour, right, with them. So, you know. And yeah, Forex, definitely. I mean, there are layoffs happening, but the roles that I'm looking at and applying for are with companies that are more or less unaffected at the moment by what's going on. I'm a little bit surprised at how long it's taking. And like I said, I got rejected from so many roles off the bat, particularly for 1 or 2, where I got rejected instantly, like within 3 days, with no reasoning, where I objectively was very well qualified for the role. And I really thought to myself, like, this is so weird. There's such a massive, massive demand for people in our industry. And then they have the gall to reject me without even having spoken to me first, you know? Like, they ask for your salary expectations somewhere, and you write it into a field, and you can't write text. You can only write a number. And then they don't know if you're negotiable on that number or if that's like a hard low number for you, right? So you try and write it somewhere else. And maybe they don't read that. And then what? They think, oh, that's 10K above our budget. We're just not going to invite him for interview. They lose out on that. They totally lose out. But then I got to thinking, right? They came back to the same conclusion as before. If they are too stupid to understand that they should reach out to you when there's a 10K difference in salary range, then they don't deserve to hire me. It's that simple. I'm way too good at what I do. I'm way too smart and bring so much value to an organization outside of just my data analytics experience. I'm like a super hardcore dedicated employee. So, you know, it's their loss, not mine. But it really takes it out of you when you get a lot of rejections. So yeah. Sir, how do you? I don't understand your question, TD. How do you what? What is for you will come to you, trust me. Just always keep going. You are an amazing person and I really mean it. Thank you, Chill. You're so kind. I really appreciate that. Plot twist, there are roles to analyze employee efficiency. Ooh, that would be. I actually did apply for an HR analytics role. It's part-time, but that would be pretty cool. My new chair is coming tomorrow. My bottom is going to be so happy. I've had this chair that I'm sat on since 2002. You've had a chair for 20 years, Surly? Holy moly. Oh my gosh. That is... That's crazy. Do you want me to ask in Tech General? Yeah, 5shot, you can put it in Tech General and just tag me. You can create the post, and then once you've created the post, you can reply to it and tag me, and I'll have a look. Honestly, in terms of learning pure SQL, DataCamp is hard to beat. I know that it's paid, but they have some pretty good deals at the moment. You have data from all over Europe. Indeed, recruitment is stopping across the board. It's really a matter of the last few weeks. A lot of companies are scared. BI chiefs don't even have a choice. Yeah. Yeah. Switzerland is still a bit of an island, though, to be fair. Switzerland is a special place. You got it when you started working at home the first time. I've only used it every day for about 6 years. Ah, okay. Chair is as old as T. Drayson. Yes, yo, Switzerland is landlocked. Thank you. But I mean it's an island in the virtual sense. How dare you take me literally, Yost? How dare you? Okay. How dare you? You could apply for a job in the Swiss Navy. Hey, you joke, but there is actually a water unit in the Swiss military. They're very small. They're only like 20-something people, but there is a water unit. I'm not lying about it. I was in the military here. I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but yeah, we have a militia, so everyone has to. Okay, skill, school, self. Okay, I want to reduce the self one. It's too long. I consider myself to be none of this blah blah. Can we rewrite this? I am a data generalist. Which sometimes is why I use the term full stack analyst. All facets of the analytics spectrum excite me. Whether it's... If you can write CSS, then you can build an app. If you can build an app, you can build the next Facebook. And if you can build the next Facebook, then you can join the Royal Navy. Become a Navy software engineer today. What an ad. What an ad. Of course you gift subs here, Yost. You are funny. Whether it's concepts, whether it's ideation with stakeholders, requirements engineering, writing specifications for technical implementations. JavaScript. That's actually the Navy ads in the... No, really? That's how... That's the actual ad? TD? That's the actual ad text? I am a data generalist, which sometimes is why I use the term full stack analyst. All facets of the analytics spectrum excite me. Whether it's ideation with stakeholders, requirements engineering, writing specifications for technical implementations, or JavaScript to support data collection, liaising with data scientists to support... that's support again. Liaising with data scientists, collaborating with data scientists to create data products, weird spacing. What is your Discord tag? It's just at Matty2Shoes. Should be the same as here. Collaborating with data scientists to create data products, coding queries in SQL to analyze data, or building reports and dashboards to help people make smarter decisions. Yeah, so I reference Frederick here. Good. I think I'm gonna push the school one down. I don't think it's so important. I got the tag. Thanks, 5shot. I got the notification. I think that's from you. Yep. Perfect. So we're gonna push the school one. No problem, 5shot. I'm glad. Thanks for asking the question. It's always good to talk about that stuff. Skill, self, side projects, shutdown. Before the shutdown. So here. I have to go check that out on YouTube. Listen, chat, we're gonna take a break. I need to get up and stretch. We have an ad coming. So I'm gonna play some clips. We'll be right back. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh wait, don't clip that. In that query, it's always gonna have. Oh!
Like 4 and 3 hours rating with a party of 98.
Oh, that's the best raid message. Oh, that is one of the best raid messages. And no matter what happens during this stream, it will end at a maximum of 20. A clip, 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 and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip. That's right, join is the best join. Rick, STI, Toefrog, defines, time is nearly... But hey, listen chat, everyone here who isn't from Zach's raid might not know who Zach is. Zach is the Twitch news source. Actually, not only Twitch, in general, content, the content space, the whole content creation space revolves around Zach in the sense that Zach knows what's happening. And I'm not biased because Zach is also Canadian. Definitely not. But yes, I get most of my information from Zach's weekly newsletter, and his Discord is incredible. There's really like super knowledgeable people, know what's going on, maybe some staffers. Just saying, it's a great place to be, to know what's happening and to understand what's happening on Twitch especially. It's always interesting for streamers.
Hello, and welcome to my stream.
It's a good clip. It really is. It's a good clip. Great.
Oh, damn.
Good job. Absolutely amazing. Great for clipping. It's good.
So
it's a great clip.
Thanks, Fritz.
Nice. We're at 3 now, right? That's 3. No, it's 4 now.
That's 3 levels.
It's 4, not 3. Okay. So if I feel like it's getting out of hand, then I can reset it. Oh my god.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Oh my god! Oh, did you just DDoS my memes? What the heck? Wow! Okay. I remember that. I remember that so well, Rugmat. Where you DDoSed all the memes in one go. I have to say, there's some memes that you haven't found yet. I added about 7 new ones. And you haven't found all of them yet. But there's still time. I'm not going anywhere. Pop is a new one. Trash is a new one.
And subscribe.
Like and subscribe is a new one. That's 3. Wait, I have to check how many. Wait, not that I tell you something wrong.
Garbage goober, get out here and eat this garbage. Trash. Yeah, I love trash. Yum, yum, trash.
Hell yeah, I love that little guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Added 7 new ones. One of the other ones is an expansion of an existing one that comes up quite often organically because I talk about it a lot. But I won't give you any more hints. You tend to get them quite quick, so. Yeah. So. Skill, self, side projects. School. Shutdown. Streaming. Yeah, this is fine. I like this order. Okay. I think this works. I'm a data person and former startup founder. Yeah, that works. 1 second, sorry. Weird stuff happening here. What is this? What the? Why are people sending me this stuff? Weird. I don't understand, like people... Oh, so you would say, TD, you would say entrepreneur. You would say entrepreneur rather than former founder. Ah, okay. That is true because it is more true. Entrepreneur. As long as we can... Yeah, it's more positive. You're right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, actually, that's that works pretty well. I'm a data person and entrepreneur. For over 10 years, I've worked with 50+ companies to create tracking concepts, oversee and work on analytics implementations, build reporting stacks, and perform analysis of the data for different business stakeholders. The last few years, I've been embedded deeper into SaaS and additionally finding ways to operationalize data for different teams. Currently, I'm seeking a new full-time opportunity after shutting down my startup. Okay. I'm a data generalist, which is sometimes, that's a terrible sentence. I am a data generalist, which is why I sometimes use the term full stack analyst. Writing is too damn hard. That's why ChatGPT is the future, right? So we don't have to write anymore. It suggests you have better skills, ability to assess risk, working on all parts of business areas. I leave that to other people. Yeah. All facets of the analytics spectrum excite me. Ideation with stakeholders, requirements engineering, writing specifications for technical implementations, or JavaScript to support data collection, collaborating with data scientists to create data products, coding queries in SQL to analyze data, or building reports and dashboards to help people make smarter decisions. Side projects. As part of live streaming, see below, I spend a lot of time building little side projects to learn how to code better, to improve my coding, because I already know how to code. I did actually just ask ChatGPT to describe you, but it said it didn't know people. It doesn't. Which is good. It should not know people. Self. Oh my god, I can't find these side projects. To learn to code better. To practice programming. As well as solve problems either for me or that I see others having or for others. You can see what kinds of things I have built here. Okay. Yeah. Having a BC doesn't have much to do with analytics, but I approach problems with a service and customer-first mentality, which people I work with appreciate. I believe learning is ooh, that's a typo. No one's ever told me about that before. I believe learning is a lifelong process, and therefore my formal education is only a small part of the knowledge and skills I carry. Cookie was the idea of an online peer-to-peer marketplace for home-cooked meals. Together with my co-founder Ella, we were trying to solve a problem for over 65% of the population. Finding something healthy, inexpensive to eat nearby without cooking for yourself. We shut down our startup in October 2022 due to lack of traction. Would education be a better word than school? Yeah, but it doesn't start with S. They all have to start with S. That's the rule. Look, I can dance with myself. Hold on.
Why?
Perfectly in sync, chat.
Why?
Amazing. I love that lifelong knowledge sentence. Thank you, Fractal. Why does everything have to start with S? It's just a thing I started. And it's just something I continue to do. S is a really common letter, so you can do it. It's easy. Since December 2020, I've been live streaming twice a week on Twitch. With my streams, I hope to learn and educate the global community about data and analytics. As formal education opportunities to enter this field are few and far between, and lagging several years behind the current state, I feel like this is a great opportunity to foster a better understanding of data. I'm proud to be part of a lovely streaming community known as The Claw. That also links to theclaw.team. Look at that, I'm live. Amazing. I feel school doesn't sound professional. I would associate that with a teenager. Find me a better name. For school. School synonym. I just like the sentiment that school can only teach you so much and that a lot of programs are hopelessly outdated. It's just the reality of the system, Fractal. It's a industry that is over 100 years old and has not changed fundamentally how they haven't adapted to the digital age at all, right? They still sit kids in rows like acting like they were in working in factories, you know? Yeah, I know, Fractal. I know, but I'm just saying, like, they haven't innovated. That's the reason why it's that way, is because they haven't changed. Scrap the S. No one will care or realize they all begin with S, but I will know. That's the point, TD. Educate, teach, instruct. Educate. Teach, school, tutor, instruct, coach, train, upskill, drill. Prime, prepare, guide, inform, enlighten, edify. Educate, synonym with S. School. Develop. Establish. Maybe I could call it start, because that was like the beginning of my professional life. You know, like university is like the first step that you take towards a career. What other... Discord is having issues, can't send any messages. Oh, really? I don't think having school there is such a big deal. I don't even know if people really read this anyway. I don't have analytics on my site. So yeah, I think it's fine. Support me works. To Patreon. Takes you to Patreon. Lumens. Oh, that's bright. Maybe I could write startup shutdown. Because of like side projects is also like a hyphen. I don't think it matters. Okay, let's check the side projects page. I think I need to change something here. For my terrible. Wrote it in the wrong place. For my former startup, we wanted a way for the community to easily share recipes with each other. Most recipe sites have a ton of bloat, so I built a no-nonsense recipe site to get nice recipes curated by me, my co-founder, and closest friends. Definitely one of the most technical projects I've worked on with a lot of help. It uses TypeScript and Next.js with Contentful as a CMS and Algolia for search. And Algolia for clever search. Okay. I think we are done with this section of today, my friends. What changes did we make? Index and side projects. That makes sense. Maybe. One second, I have to check one thing. Panther gave me some feedback last time on my site. Oh, I forgot to do something. And yeah, I think that Panther's feedback was pretty good. Speaking of Panther, I think we should shout out White Panther. What do you think, chat? See what kind of clip we get?
Root privilege. Hello, just curious about decision to manipulate the DOM. Because I'm not using a framework, Root. This is a proof of concept. I'm building first and engineering later, my friend. You are intense. I love that. It's hilarious. I'm like creating this absolute mashup. Oh, why are you using a state library? Why are you using a state library?
Kermit telling you to use the state library? Kermit coming into your chat, knowing everything? Kermit telling you to use the state library? Alright, so now that I've done the Kermit voice, we can add everything to the git. Git add, git commit m, text changes with former startup shutdown. Thanks, TD, for hanging out. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, TD. And we shall see each other again very soon, I'm sure. Come join in co-working sometime during the week. I hope to be in co-working a bit more. Now that I have a bit less on my plate. Ooh, I need to enter my password. What is that? Strange. Sprachkünstler. Kermit voice needs its own entry. Oh, that's funny. Well, let's see how long it takes to deploy Netlify. I will get a push notification when it's deployed. There we go. So it should already be up. Ta-da! It's already live. Data person and entrepreneur. Da-da-na-na-na-da-da. Amazing. Wow, the latency on this is really low. It's like 2 seconds. Amazing. Done. That is in the bag, chat. I think that's everything for that. Yeah. All right, so that's done. Wonderful. Cool. Streamlag has been awesome today. How's the quality been, by the way? Has there been any like flickers or weird like things happening? Because I wanted to check something. Scene collection, docs, stats. That's not the one. Stream bitrate, blah blah blah. Yeah, I was just curious that we can go look at the inspector. I'm just curious about the quality of the stream, how it's been. Inspector.twitch.tv. Just curious, like, how good it's been. Because, you know, previously I had issues sometimes. I had issues with the bitrate. Oh wow, okay. This is interesting. Look at this chat. I'm gonna show you something. So you see, Twitch's inspector actually shows me that I still, generally speaking, I'm hovering around the 5K mark, but it is doing bursts. There was a burst here with 20,000 kilobit per second. The average bitrate is 5785, which is that's pretty close to the 6,000 limit. But yeah, it's a bit weird. This should be a lot more stable, but it's not. And it has nothing to do with my internet connection. This is simply the hardware encoder of OBS on Mac does like this kind of thing. So yeah. This data really belongs in a pie chart of bursts versus non-bursts. Can we download this? I don't know. Can we actually download this? I don't think so. I wish I could. I don't think I can though. Oh, hold on, wait. Last 4 hours. Okay. Can I not like download this or something? I guess not. What's the stream site? Oh, it tells you what the settings. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So anyway, chat. I have something planned now. Have you heard of Tremor, new React dashboard library, working on a small personal dashboard? I am... Have I heard of Tremor? Tremor.so. Yes, I have, actually. I think you actually told me about it. I think you told me about it. No, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna tell you how I know it, because it's the founder. I met the founder of it. Hold on 1 second. He was at a meetup in Zurich a few weeks back. 1 second. Contact? You can't contact them? It's just a mail to. Okay, let's look on Christian Kindle. Is that him? Contributors. Hold on. I'll tell you. Because I met him and I was very impressed with what they built and why they built it. That's the thing. 2 days ago. 3 people. Why can't you show... It's probably him. Hold on. I go to LinkedIn, I'll tell you. Tremor.so. Yeah, Christopher, it was him. Christopher Kindle. He's the one I met. Yeah. Yeah, his Severin is in Switzerland, yeah. But I don't know if he's based here or not. Maybe. In any case, basically, yeah, the way that they've designed this is they've said what he explained was, I can move my camera again. What he explained was they built this for developers because they are developers and they've been building dashboards for a long time and they've always been frustrated by the same things. So they built something to solve their problem. And look, the point is that I understand why developers need to build stuff in code, but I also come from the complete other side where in analytics, we're building dashboards and reports and all kinds of data products out of the data warehouse. And I just don't think that this is the future. I do not think that building stuff on top, like having developers build the visuals, is the future, because I think that will all happen through one centralized data team, because these are data products for end customers. It's part of the product in this case. But the thing is, like, the data analysis chops that you need to get to the point of understanding good versus bad charts, that knowledge isn't going to happen. That knowledge isn't going to come from the product team, mostly. It's going to come from the data team. It's handy when you tie this into a bigger app under the same code base. Yeah, I understand that it's handy, but does it produce the best possible insights when you're funneling all of this data somewhere else anyway into a data warehouse, yeah. It's internal, yes, but even then, that's even more of an argument for that, Yoast. For internal dashboard needs and not customer facing should be taken over by the data team, and I don't see the data team coding anymore in the future for charting. It's simply not going to happen. With the flexibility of like collaborative analytics tools, like you've seen Count numerous times, like the Canvas, you've seen Observable Plot, you've seen all these like crazy tools coming out where it's basically Miro level drag and drop to create visuals. This is not going to happen anymore. No one is going to code visuals for data in the future. It's not going to happen. You code data flows, you do not code visuals. It's just not, that's not going to be what the future is like. I've been in this industry for 10 years and I'm telling you that that is the direction it's going. And I understand that they built this for now. They built this for right now. But this is going to be dead city in 10 years or less. It won't be that way anymore. I mean, look what you can do with generative AI, okay? Let me show you this. Okay? You can make music by clicking into different styles. I'll just pause the music. You can literally, look at this. I could make like an EDM track by clicking around, okay? It will just generatively make a track for me. And you're telling me we're capable of this, but people should code charts? I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. It's not a commercial product. I know that. I know it's an open source library. But for like personal projects and stuff, yeah, maybe. But that's a very, very small niche, Yoast. That is a super small niche. Like the number of personal projects versus budgets for like, you know, big projects. Look, we just generated a track. Okay. I don't hate it. Let me show you the tracks I've come up with. I like one. This one that I did. I quite like this one. It's like a sort of vibey evening sleep song. Like you would use it to like sort of chill out. Maybe while you're like getting ready for bed or something. Anyway, my point is, with the price of tools dropping, with this kind of technology available to us in the future, we will not be coding dashboards anymore. Honestly, it's just not, it's not gonna happen. Okay. We've built stuff recently with Retool and it doesn't have the kind of polish that I'd want for client-facing functionality. Sure, coding something from scratch still takes longer, but this gives you the option to decide how much time that polish is worth it to you. True. If you're really set on having something perfect, which is again a niche scenario, then of course you can code something. But for the 99.999% of cases where something doesn't need to be perfect because it's not going to live forever, everything is ephemeral. It can just, it will probably be gone 2 days from now, or maybe 2 weeks from now. So there's no point in saying, oh, I'm going to build something that's perfect. Like, it's just highly unusual that that would be a case that you needed. I just don't see the use case for it, to be honest. I mean, I understand open source. I understand trying things locally, building stuff that you can use and experiment with. Hi, bad cop. Select star from hi. Is your table just full of different hello expressions? That's pretty funny. You've had some dashboards inherited that have been a good 6 or 7 years old. Yes, Fractal, but how many people have looked at them? That's the real question. How many people really use those dashboards? That's the thing. It's just one row. You built an internal ad campaign analysis tool and retool, and it's great for what we need internally. Yeah, so there you go. I've built data stuff in a day or two with Google Sheets. It's fine. It's totally fine. We didn't need anything else. They were actually operationally critical, which is why they continued to be supported. Interesting. Okay. That's unusual, though. Yeah, that's quite unusual. So, chat. You may have noticed from the stream title, but I have a new project. It kind of happened by accident. It happened by accident. What didn't happen by accident is this segue. I need to use the bathroom. That also didn't happen by accident. In order to prevent an accident, I should say. So I'll give you a bit of bunny cam because I'm just going to the bathroom and I'll be right back. I should have run an ad, I know. I'm sorry. Yost, okay, you shouldn't feel dumb for bringing up a discussion, ever. The thing is, I understand your point. I understand your point completely. You're a small, struggling company, you don't have a data team, it's just you do all the BI, all the ETL as much as possible. The one man or one person data team phenomenon is super common, super common. The point is that solutions like Retool and all of these sort of drag and drop GUI, no or low code solutions are trending towards a future where humans don't spend their time doing repetitive tasks anymore, meaning coding the same thing over and over and over. Once you've written an ETL pipeline once, you never want to write it again. Why would you have to write it again? It doesn't make any sense. We're trying to become more efficient. We're trying to use our time better. And so all of these tools are pushing humanity, or pushing the collective closer to that goal. And some of these tools that come out will be open source, right? They're not there yet because open source typically lags behind. OBS is not a good example of that. OBS is definitely, in terms of streaming software, it is like, there are huge production companies that use OBS. But what can I say? I think it's just the future is that we are going to cut out all the stuff that doesn't make any sense for us to do because we're not good at it as humans. We do all our data science in data eq, drag and drop. Sometimes a model might have a Python script in the flow, but it is all productionalized via dbt with great expectations in SQL and low-code data eq. And that's what I'm talking about, right? So your data engineers or data analysts are writing SQL code, and that's it. They're basically, to extract the data from the database, you're writing SQL, and there will be a time when we don't write SQL code anymore. We use natural language to extract the data from the database. You know, give me all of the customer average, blah, 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 for the last 3 years, right? We're not there yet, obviously, but that's where it's headed towards, for sure. Tough for me to keep up with the day-to-day workload. Sorry, I have to pin this. Can I not bring this up? Okay. It's tough for me to keep up with the day-to-day workload and spend enough time trying to learn the skills to not have to struggle with the lower level approaches that I do in the short term. DataEQ writes better SQL than I do. DataEQ is also very expensive. Just FYI, Yoast, before you commit to checking it out. DataEQ is expensive as crazy. It's super expensive. That is enterprise tier software. And that's what I'm saying. Enterprise tier software comes out, okay? Good example, CRM software. Salesforce comes out. Salesforce is always super expensive. Okay, who came about and disrupted the entire industry? HubSpot. HubSpot costs nothing compared to Salesforce. Pipedrive, all these other CRM software solutions that came out, they cost a fraction of what Salesforce costs, right? And for most companies, they can achieve same or better value out of that kind of software. And that's what's going to happen in the data industry. All the enterprise tools now that cost a crazy amount of money, like DataEQ, that stuff is going to trickle down into cheaper solutions and open source eventually as well. There's tons of open source marketing technology companies now that you can do your entire marketing tech stack with open source and not pay a penny. You just pay for hosting and no licensing fees, no setup fees, no lock-in, nothing. Of course, you need the people who understand how to do it, but you always need a designer who understands how to design something. You can't just tech away all of your problems. That's not how it works. But anyway, Great Expectations is very good, actually. Yes, it's also open source. Yeah, very good point. I mean, look, Airflow's open source. Airbyte is open source. There's a ton of open source software in the data space. Really, tons. So I have a new project. I talked about it before I went on my unintended streaming break from COVID, because it was a week after we had participated in a hackathon. The hackathon was a 24-hour event here in Zurich. It was called the Climathon. And the Climathon was basically, let me just show you. I think I can show you. I think there's a booklet. Airbyte's amazing. And you're always welcome to interject. Oh, don't full screen this, please. Why? Okay, I don't understand. Hold on a second. Can't I? What if I don't want to? Oh, okay, this is not possible. This is. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. I miss being in your shoes. You actually get stuff done. Now I have the dollar tools, but nothing gets done because agile multi-tiered management crap. That sounds like agile waterfall to me. Also, hi Jim. Hello, how many kilometers did you climb with the climathon? So actually, our climathon was this. Let me show you. So actually, the climathon was a 24-hour hackathon event. And the ideas that came out of this are pretty cool. And ours is one of the ideas that came out of it. There were 5 challenges. We sponsored with our former startup, we sponsored a challenge in challenge number 5. I mean, it was free to sponsor, to be clear, but we said we would bring a challenge for that. And so there are a ton of projects that came out of this. They went through all of these, and let me show you. So company challenge, there were 2 projects that came out of it, and both of our teams won. But we took home first place. So this is my team that I won with. That's my co-founder from my former startup. This is me, as you can tell. And these 4 other amazing people are people that we met at that event. We did not know these 4 people beforehand. That's very important. And we basically prototyped and came up with the idea for an app in 24 hours, pitched it, and won first place, shared first place. There were two ideas in first place, and we took home 10,000 francs. And with that money, we now can spend it and test the idea out, specifically in the city of Zurich, because the money is coming from the city of Zurich. So logically, the next step for us is to think about the process and how we're going to do that. Obviously, all of us are working, etc. What we also did is we applied to a project here called the Circular Economy Incubator. And in a nutshell, it's a 3-month program that starts in January. And the 3-month program is basically just accompanying you along your journey of building the first steps of the company. They give you a lot of support to like experts. They give you like space to work as part of, so Impact Hub is like a global co-working space community. They have multiple locations in Switzerland. And we also were accepted into the incubator project, or how should I say, we were accepted into the program. So that program will start mid-January, and so we have some kind of structure as well for that. But what we don't have is a website. So we have a Instagram already. We have an Instagram channel. We have a LinkedIn page. So this is our Instagram page. The project is called Minimenu. We've chosen to go with minimenu.ai. Even though in the beginning there's probably no AI in the project, as you know. But I think it works. So we've bought 2 domains. We bought minimenu.ai and minimenu.ch, but we're going to be using the AI domain. If equals AI, yes, basically. And so, yeah, actually, my co-founder's been posting. Recipes for each day of Advent. And it is funny how people obsess over domain names. How much for delivery? So we are not creating any food. That's the fun part. We're not Advent of cooking. Yeah, exactly. We're not creating any food ourselves. Minimenu is going to be an app where you have we use the principle of minimalism to address the problem of cooking for yourself, right? And basically the situation is you stop work, end of your day, 5:30, 6 p.m., 6:30, and you have no idea what you're gonna make. You have no idea what to cook. Maybe you've been in the office, maybe you've been at home. You start looking in your fridge, you start looking through your pantry, but it's very hard for you in that moment to figure out what to make. Don't remind me. Exactly. We all go through this problem. It's a huge problem for everybody. Everyone who cooks, right? And so basically in that moment, you're going to be able to spin a wheel. You're going to be able to spin a wheel in the app, and it's going to suggest to you what to make based on what is actually in your pantry. Now, how do we know what's in your pantry? Because we tell you in advance how to set up the app with what few ingredients to keep at home. We're going to probably do it with like it's based on minimalism, right? So we're doing it with like 3 to 5 ingredients, and you can already create like a huge diversity of of dishes. I have minimal ingredients and minimal cooking skills. Minimal all the way. Yeah. I need mean ideas to cook for lunch because I work from home and I need to remind myself to eat or I skip breakfast and lunch. Yeah, so it could work for lunch as well. You spin the wheel when you're hungry and it tells you, oh, you can make this. And we will have an option to like add 1 to 3 new ingredients. Like if you have the option to go shopping nearby, like add asparagus to this risotto, for example. You're cooking tonight for your roommates. Ooh, Rugman, what are you making? Yes, it is exactly that, Fractal. It's a spin on capsule wardrobe. It's capsule pantry. And it's really funny because if you Google capsule pantry, capsule pantry, it is a thing. It is a thing. Like it's not something that we came up with. There just isn't an app. There isn't an app that's combining the idea of a capsule pantry with the moments of frustration. And that's what we're doing with the app. Takeout every night until recently I found an app that helps a ton, but I have issues using up the loose stuff in my kitchen I don't want to waste. Fractal, do you mind saying what the app is for research purposes? I would love to know. We have a couple apps that are competitors, we know, that are pretty good. So I'm actually going to we don't have a landing page. So we have an Instagram page, we have a LinkedIn page, but we don't have a website. Meal Lime. Meal planning. Okay. 4.5 million downloads. Canadian. Yeah, okay. This is yeah. So every other meal plan app goes along this axis of plan your meal, shop for your meal, cook for your meal. And we completely discarded that principle because people don't want to do these 2 steps. These 2 first steps, people hate this. They absolutely hate doing those 2 steps. They just want to do this 3rd step. They just want to cook. So if you can eliminate...
What is this? It's Microsoft Excel.
If you can eliminate these 2, then you're golden. I've tried these before, but this one is excellent. It allows me to scale down to 2-person servings and not the normal. Oh, that's also very good. Yeah. In the Czech Republic, we have an online grocery store. You have all the recipes. If you like something, you just select the recipe and the number of servings, and it puts everything you need in your cart. Yeah, but you see, Forex, then you're buying more stuff, and you already have so much at home in your pantry that you can make with just by keeping a very basic set of ingredients at home. You can make a ton of different dishes. So here's the fun part, chat. I have a little mock-up. I have a mock-up from Ella, who's a design wizard, for a landing page. Use the grocery step so much too. All the meals are designed by nutritionists, so I think that makes up a tier. Oh, nice. Okay, that's awesome. Minimenu has a space in my life too. So the thing is, this is how it works, okay? You basically say how much time you have, and you'll spin. And you'll have a capsule
like and subscribe.
System.
Bye.
Show me pretty pictures, help me buy it. By reusing ingredients and helping with to-do lists for shopping when I can't find an ingredient. Okay. So if we know, like, basically we know what's canned and jarred, what spices you have, and what, like, basic fridge ingredients you have. We might even forego fridge stuff in the beginning. We can already make stuff with this, right? So this is how it works. You have less food at home. You do less shopping, so you actually save money. It's kind of crazy. So for example, if you wanted to make something like, what was it? Pumpkin something? You have onion and garlic and olive oil and butter and rice, and you can make stock, and you have parmesan and you have nutmeg and all that kind of stuff. All you need to buy is some pumpkin. You could even have canned pumpkin in theory that you stock up on. And then you'll basically just make that, and you've used everything that's already in your house. It's kind of awesome. Anyway, so as you all know, I can't code. So yeah, Harissa Pace is amazing. I can't code, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to build this site in Webflow. So I just asked ChatGPT, what can I cook with pumpkins and onions and garlic and olive oil and rice? It probably told you pumpkin risotto, didn't it? What did it tell you, Yost? I hope it did. So I'm going to actually try and build this in Webflow. Now, I've never really used Webflow. Pumpkin and onion rice. Wow, okay. I've never used Webflow before, but we're gonna have a go at it because I think it's gonna be pretty funny. So, first thing to do, the site you want. Yeah, oh, I still have my account, 1 second.
What's that smell? Failure.
You're getting close, Rugmat. There is a meme that is related to that. More simple. Think of like failure, but big. Do I still own my startup? Yes, we still own the corporate entity, but we're in the process of selling it. someone has come forward to buy the entire company, which is nice. If you want to cook healthily and efficiently, it pays to make larger batches of food and perhaps box your food. Even sous vide is great and allows you to get in better quality proteins. The rest is super quick. That's very true. The problem is, Forex, that you are the minority if you do that. You are in
What's that smell?
less than probably 1 to 2% of the population do that as a norm. I can't do large batches because we're only 2 people. Our circumstances don't allow for it. It's just not that simple. I mean, I'm eating bolognese out of the freezer that I made a couple months back right now. Okay, we're gonna do... Please note if you plan to transfer your site, you can't transfer to team or individual accounts because they're being phased out. What does this mean? You're alone and you still make bigger batches. The other side of the equation, small 2-people meals is what changed the game. It has the word fail in it, Bookman. Workspace. Unified workspace plan. Okay, that's fine, whatever. As long as I don't something. Meal prep, eat the same thing 4 days in a row. How do people stay sane doing that? Well, sometimes...
What's that smell? Failure.
Sometimes you can make the same base thing and then every day add a little bit onto it. So for example, if you meal prep 6 or 7 different items, and then every day mix in a different protein, for example, then it doesn't get so boring. If you sell your startup, it's actually a success. I mean, it's a successful exit, yes. It's an exit if we sell the business. It's an exit in terms of selling the business. It's not a success in the classical sense of being a success. Different word than big, Rugman. Then I think you'll get it. If I don't want to use a template, can I just use a Figma? Did you make money on it? No. Definitely not. Even with the sale, we're still personally in a minus. Definitely.
What's that smell? Failure.
Closer. Much closer, Rugman. Okay, I'm gonna start blank. Minimenu.ai. So right now, if you go to minimenu.ai, you'll get absolutely nothing because all we did was buy the domain. Okay. So there's nothing here yet.
What's that smell? Failure.
Oh, ad runtime. Oh my gosh. Twitch. Killing me. But 5shot, why did you ask if we made money on it? I mean, basically, as a business case, it didn't raise enough traction. We would have done much better. We would have, we would have done much better if we'd been able to build the traction and profit off the equity. But we weren't looking to profit. I mean, we were looking to build a business for 20 years. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Still better than not selling and being a few million in the red. We never had millions to... Oh, Forex. I don't know if you hear me because of the ads, but we never had millions to spend in the first place, so that wasn't an issue, really. Ad runtime.
What's that smell? Failure.
So how does Webflow work? Let's look at what color is this. The background is F5. Okay. So we already know that the color background should be white smoke. Okay. Components. Navigator. I think I need the design like next to me or something. Can I not hide this? Close enough. What did you use for your proof of concept web design? Create a component. Right click an element on the canvas. Hold on a second. Figma to Webflow. Oh yeah. So for the design we used Figma, yeah. My co-founder used Figma. I didn't use Figma. Closing a startup before there's super big money and is actually great. You've gained valuable experience. Yeah, absolutely. No. I mean we couldn't have raised super big money anyway without having traction. Okay. If the transition is new, Figma is very similar to like Sketch. Okay. Create a Webflow project. We did that. Global styles. Ah, okay. Global styles are default things that every website needs. Paragraph style, headings, link appearance. Okay. I have kind of a style. I have colors. Why are people texting me? I'm streaming. Leave me alone. Clone the HTML tags template to kickstart your style guide. Okay. Clone in Webflow. What the? I'm confused. Okay, maybe I don't need this one then. Okay. I almost always copy and paste this HTML tag template into my sites. Clone the site above, you'll be taken directly into the canvas, and then you can just copy elements over to the new site you created. Hold on a second. To make copy pasting from the HTML tags template into your new project easier, open each project in a separate tab. Where is this? I don't understand where this is. Select this element and select all H1 headings. Can I paste something related to Figma to Webflow unless it's the same site? Sure. This is already quite helpful though. Navigator. Heading H1. What? This is supposed to be simple. Coding is almost more simple than this. Okay, so you have an H1 selector. Select how to convert Figma to Webflow step by step. Similar? Yeah, this is the same. I think they stole that, Jim. I mean, I think they just rewrote the text. But yeah. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it anyway. Okay, to define a global style, select the class or tag. Select the tag body. Define a global element style. Select the element on the canvas, click to the class selector. If the element you've selected can be defined globally, you'll see a purplish option. Okay, so this is now H1. Is that... Yeah, and then this is not that easy. For someone coming from a coding background who's quite technical, this is not very easy to do. H1 styles, create component. What does a component do? H1 style. Components let you reuse designs. Okay, what if I want to include a new one then? So I go to components and then I say H1 style. Ah. So it's about getting that stuff defined first. Okay. I don't know if I want this as a component though. Delete. Why can't I delete it? Delete? Oops. Your editing component change will affect one instance of the component. Okay, but this is basically like implementing classes in CSS. The difference is you don't have to build it from scratch. You don't have to know how to make it look. You can just WYSIWYG it. Okay. Why can't I delete this thing now? I think I just delete the tag. Ah, yeah, because, okay. Okay, well, let's try out something. Okay, so we have like assets that we can paste in. Let's forget this for the moment. Tags section. So assuming for a moment that we want to put the color value, this color. Okay. Style manager. Oh, see, you could just go to here and say what. Ah, that's fun. Okay. Chat, you okay there? You're going quiet. So if I go here and I say this is like, can I just copy this out? Clipboard is empty. Copy. Copy as SVG? Okay, that doesn't seem to want to go in. Pages, CMS, users, e-commerce, assets, settings. I actually need to get some work done every once in a while. Ugh, Rugmat. Seriously, I don't understand you. Work? You okay? Lurking, trying to finish some debugging before it's too late. When will it be too late? That's the question. Oh, speaking of late, it's already past midnight. What the heck? Okay. Body. Type to create a new combo class. How do you actually create stuff? Off to work you go, Jim. Have a wonderful work time. I don't know if it's day for you. How do I create a new element? Add an element. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna add... What makes sense here? This is probably... This is like top third or something. 4:18 p.m. Mountain Time. Let's say we're gonna add a section. The section is going to be called... Can we give it a name? Section. Take care, Jim. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. And your inputs and participation. Always very welcome. And look forward to seeing you next time, Jim. Friday's episode of Data Cafe will be quite long, I have to say. There's a lot of news to cover. It's really extensive. Okay, so this is kind of confusing. Okay, what do we want to add? We want to add a... Just thinking, we want 2-column layout in this thing. It's going to be a 2-column layout because we got text and then there. Okay. Then we're going to add a... It's going to be an image. How can I insert an image? Choose image. Upload. Okay. Can I download this as an SVG? Copy as SVG.
What's that smell? Failure.
Rugmat, you're gonna try. You're gonna try for it. I'll give you one more hint. It's 4 letters in front. Okay, so that's a coded SVG. Figma SVG to image. Oh, there's a plugin for it. Copy, paste. Ah, copy as PNG. Hold on a second.
What's that smell? Failure.
No, it's not fail. Copy as PNG. But what does that do? Copy as PNG. Where does it put it? That's the question. That's super confusing. Okay, hold on. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. I'm just gonna screenshot it. Fair. That worked.
What's that smell? Failure.
This section needs to be color white. No, that's wrong. It's the tag section. Column 1. Where's the... Oh, here. Backgrounds. White. Column 2. White. This is super annoying, though. Like... Oh, wait. The page is white. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Just gonna leave it as white. Can I like see this without... Here we go.
What's that smell? Failure.
It's 4 letters before fail, that's correct. Copy. Copy paste as SVG. Okay, hold on. SVG from code. No, it's a word. It's a word. Oh, interesting. Also, what was it? Whatever was inside there was not included. Copy.
What's that smell? Failure.
SVG. Interesting. Word fail? Can I like multi-select stuff? Yeah. Wheel? Phone. This is the whole phone thing. Let's copy it. No. That's not it. SVG. Ah, there it is. Okay. Save. Download. Nice. Okay. So I did that. Rugmat, the word in front can be used in a positive and negative sense on its own. That's why it's quite challenging to guess. Okay, I'm gonna call this one phone top. Oh no, that's silly. I should call it phone 20 min. Because that's the one we have. Okay, so we're gonna go here. CMS, where was that? Here, CMS, projects. What? Oh, here, pages? No. Where are all the assets? Oh my god. Discover the CMS collections. Where are the images? Oh my word. What is this? Ah, this is so complicated. This is way too complex. It should not be that hard. Images. Ah, here we go. How do I delete? Delete. This. Delete. Okay. 20-minute SVG. Okay, so I can get rid of this. And then I can go back to here. Can I install the Figma plugin? I wonder if I can do that.
What's that smell? Failure.
Getting warmer, Rugmat. Don't forget, you still have other ones. SVG export. Yes. Try it out. Oh my gosh, it costs money? No thematic ones, actually. No thematic ones. Okay, this is an SVG, so I'm gonna copy as SVG. Go to here, put this in here. Okay, that didn't work. Rectangle 42. Copy as SVG.
Failure.
There's no text in there. Oh, I see, because those are individual items. But if I take all of those things and copy as SVG... Ah!
What's that smell? Failure.
I'm gonna call it mini menu claim. Logo claim. Menu fail. Mini menu. No. Actually, I don't have a meme for that. Okay, so we go back to the page. Get rid of this. Components? No. Image. Choose image.
Garbage goober, get out here and eat this garbage. Trash. Yeah, I love trash. Yum, yum, trash. Hell yeah, I love that little guy.
Okay. Then we go here to another image. Choose image. Phone SVG. Hey, this actually doesn't look so bad. How about trying the word epic? This doesn't look so bad at all, actually, to be honest. It's very zoomed in, but... So this is the text.
What's that smell? Failure.
It's very small. Okay, I want to add text. Text. Paragraph, link, text, block quote. Oh, wait a second. I need to like containerize this because these are just two images that are taking. Hold on a second here. Div block. Okay, this is not intuitive. Maybe it's because it's so small. Hold on a second. No, it doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. What width is this? What width is this thing? Can I see the width of a design? Ah, 1440. Okay. 1440. Okay, so we have a column with an image in it. Can you add more stuff to that? Block quote. No. Below. Hello? Ah, I can. Okay. Block quote. Can I copy the text? No. Why not? Is this not text? Good lord. Oh, is this not copy as text? Okay. Copy CSS. Okay, can I insert the CSS here? Because otherwise I need to type it myself, which is annoying. Select a class or tag. Oh, that's annoying. Try the word epic in front, Rugmat. That might help you. This is not as easy as they make it seem in the ads. Oh, wow. Epic fail indeed. Oh my gosh. This is not easy at all. Should be much easier. Well, the thing is, right? So for example, I have CSS that I know what the CSS should be, right? I have all the CSS here. Oh, you don't see that. One sec. Put me over here for a sec. Okay, so you have all the CSS from Figma. Figma gives you all the CSS here. The thing is, in Webflow, you have to manually put this stuff in. You can't copy the CSS into here anywhere. Or can you? Copy CSS into Webflow. You cannot import HTML CSS. It is possible to add custom code snippets. Ah. Copy CSS from Figma into Webflow. How to export from Figma to Webflow. Okay. Let's see what they say here. Thank you, Rugmat. I was slouching. Because I'm upset. Because I'm upset at how difficult this is. Webflow is a graphical web design tool. Layout grid. 12-column grid with each container 940 pixels wide. Save sections of your design in Figma, components, color, create your style guide, customize colors. Not so straightforward. Export your Figma assets. Shipping is easy if you designate all aspects of the project for export during the design stage in Figma. For example, if you want to transfer everything, make sure no frame is chosen. If you only wish for one frame, Command-Shift-E to hit export. Replace frames and groups with divs. Interesting. Hey, techie girl. Nice to see you. How are you doing? What kind of shenanigans have you been up to recently?
It says that type is possible. Oh, I have to put it in like a... In a what? What is this syntax? Oh...
What? This looks like programming to me.
I don't like this syntax.
Looks like programming to me. I wouldn't be so concerned. We're about to have an ad though, unfortunately. So your timing is a bit unfortunate. Jetpack Compose Navigation component. I'm fighting Webflow right now. And honestly, I'm not impressed with Webflow. As someone who programs, I don't find it easier at all. I'd obviously need to know CSS in detail to be able to design really well. But I have a design, so matching that design in CSS isn't really the challenge because I already know where everything is from Figma. That's what's a bit of a challenge. Yeah, the GUI is kind of overloaded.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
If only you didn't use Webflow, you'd be fighting Astro Insanity right now. Yeah. Need to think about this. Because we have such a cool design. Why does the ad thing not work anymore, Adam? That's what I don't get. When Twitch runs ads, Adam should detect that there's an ad. And then post a message into chat. And when the ads finish, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't work reliably. I think Twitch's endpoint is just shot. Anyway. I think Webflow is overkill for what we need it for. I think that is maybe my designer friend, maybe Ella would have more luck with it. I don't think so, because it requires a meshing of design and code thinking. That's the problem. As a programmer, but not a designer, I'm not happy with it. And as a designer, without code background, I don't think you'd be happy with it either. And look, they have to run so many ads because people don't use the software. Why would you run so many ads? If your software was successful and you were growing rapidly, you wouldn't run that many ads. I always get Webflow ads on YouTube all the time. Seems a bit suspicious. I mean, I'm trying to be objective, but the point is that if I have to go in, if I have text here, okay, and my text is position absolute width, height, left, top, okay, fine. So if I want to make the width, if I want to say width 514 px, okay, height 195 px, left, where is the, how do I align it? Where do I do that? Probably have to put like a spacer. How do I space stuff? Advanced. Facebook and Twitter are advanced apparently. Thank you, Webflow. Div block? I can't put anything to the left of that. See, that's the thing. Like, how... It's so unusual. Maybe it's not block quote. Maybe it should just be text. I can't get it. This is super frustrating. You can't get anything where you want it to be. Look at this. It's just super frustrating. Why is Astro overkill for you? Yost, I almost called you a div. Look, width 514. This doesn't do anything. Look at this. See, because it's just not, no, I don't see how that can work. It's just not gonna work. There must be an easier way, because there's no way I'm gonna enter these values. No way. Import Figma design to Webflow. There must be a better way. '22 guide. pristinedigital.co.uk. Fine, show me. They're all the same guide. They're all copying each other. Christ's sake. Okay. That is... No. Just no. We are going to pay someone to put this design into code. That's what we're going to do. Because this just doesn't make any sense. This totally doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. Rugmat, are you still here? I'd like to show you my memes. Memes! Would you like to see the new memes? Because I'll trigger them, but I won't tell you what the keywords are. Okay? I'll trigger the memes, but I won't tell you what the keywords are. So that way, you don't know. You already got this one.
Garbage goober, get out here and eat this garbage. Trash. Yeah,
I love trash.
Yum, yum, trash. Hell yeah, I love that little guy.
Garbage goober. That is trash. That's correct. Then you got this one. Epic fail. And you probably need to boost the volume on the sound effect. This one's been triggered.
Like and subscribe. Bye!
Which it has a couple of aliases, so it triggers quite often. I think I need to remove one of them. You didn't get... Oh, then you got this one. But you didn't get 3 others. You didn't get this one.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
You can think about that. You didn't get this one.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
John Ralphio?
So that one, and then there is one left that is reserved for very special occasions. It will be very hard to trigger this one because I don't think that you will know what the keyword is. But here we go. Oh yeah. Yep. So those were the new ones. The suspicious one is hilarious, honestly. It's so funny. Oh my god. The suspicious one is so funny. Nope. It's too easy, Yost. Too easy. Speaking of easy, chat, I'm going to bed because I'm a baby. I'm so tired. Having COVID just took something out of me. Arnold! And plays the ah. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Nah, having COVID just took a lot of out. It really like drained a lot of my energy. So we're gonna go raid someone. Before you do, did I mention that my wife's return visa finally got approved? Yeah, Yost, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yost, I'm so happy to hear that. When is she returning? That's really cool. Okay. I know who we're gonna raid. Chat. She still needs to wrap some stuff. Early February. Nice. Amazing. Thank you to everyone who was here today. I highly appreciate your support. We hit 850 followers, which is nice. Really, really cool. I'm hoping to crack the 1,000 mark. And this Friday will be a pretty special occasion because Saturday is my 2-year streaming anniversary. So we'll actually be streaming Data Cafe Friday evening and streaming obviously into my streaming anniversary. I may or may not have things planned, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to spending more time streaming again. I've missed it a lot, and I've missed all of you. And Rugmat, thanks for throwing bit. Thank you, Yost and Steffi. And sorry, Yost, thank you for the gift subs as well to 5shot. Steffi was Exegete's gift sub, I believe. Yes, thank you. And TD, thank you for resubbing. Exy, thank you for resubbing as well. And Yost, thank you for resubbing. And we're gonna go visit a good friend of the stream who does cool AI art stuff as Redeems and is currently working on Advent of Code. I actually have started learning Python and am going to attempt to do Advent of Code in Python. So that might be something I look at next week on stream. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Not gonna lie. But yeah, please show lots of love to Trash Puppy. And I will see you all on Friday, I hope. In the meantime, have a great week and see y'all soon. Bye-bye.